Good morning, I'm Maddie Jansen, and this is the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's everything you need to know to start your day in about 15 minutes.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
The cleanup continues this morning after strong winds pushed through Kern County. And the gusts are being blamed for hurting a boy after a sign blew into a window at the Valley Plaza Mall, causing it to shatter. It's just the beginning of what's supposed to be a stormy holiday week. Kev's got a look at your forecast coming up.
It's a new law that will help victims of sexual abuse. How a major change will help those who are looking to report. Still ahead.
And just in time for Christmas, another local family receives a tree for the holidays. We'll share the moment they were surprised on this Monday, December 23rd, 2019. On this Monday, good to have you with us, and it was just a crazy day yesterday.
It was unbelievably windy.
The winds woke me up around 3 a.m., I think, something like that, and they just continue through the better part of the morning.
And you can just see the haze across the county in the sky. And to get more on that, we're going to toss it on over to Kevin Charette this morning with a look at your weather.
Yeah, to be honest with you, caught everybody by surprise. We were expecting some stronger winds into the mountains, but those winds materialized into the valley as well. With trees down, we had damage again at the Valley Plaza that we're going to show you coming up in just a little bit. So it was definitely a windy night Saturday into Sunday morning. Take a look at some of the winds. The Grapevine Peak had a wind gust of 85 miles per hour. Keene, 45. Tehachapi had a wind gust of 40, 56 out of Lebec. Bakersfield out at Meadows Field, a 43 mile per hour wind gust. Oildale had one at 41, Taft at 48, and Arvin a 66 mile per hour wind gust. The highest gust I could find was at Lebec at DeGere Road at the hilltop there at 86 miles per hour. So definitely it was a windy weekend, but it was so weird because once the rain started to approach Kern County, the winds just died. Right now, we've got some showers up into the north and to the east, but you can see the Bakersfield area getting a break in the rain right now. We have a few showers out near Lost Hills, and we will see more of these showers push in throughout the day. Currently 50 degrees in Bakersfield with no winds. We picked up 1,307 inch of rain so far. As you see throughout the day, we are expecting the rain showers. Temperatures will be into the 50s. And then for Tehachapi, currently 37 degrees, a south-southeast wind at 5. Visibility is good. And you can see temperatures today will rise in the lower 40s. And one thing to note here on the snow levels for this Monday, right around 5,700 feet at 7 a.m. By noon, we're at 5,200 feet and then rising slightly by 3 to about 5,400 feet. So the snow levels are going to be high, but above 5,000 feet, we could be looking at 6 to 7 inches of snow. Will the snow levels drop as we get closer to Christmas? I've got the details on that coming up in just a little bit. Alex?
All right, Kev, thanks so much. And taking you outside for the first time this morning, here's a look at the 99 at Airport Drive. And as you can see, conditions very clear this morning. And everything else around the county looking great to start off your Monday. As you know, it's going to be a very busy day for our roadways, especially today and tomorrow because of the holidays. So just keep that in mind. Be safe. Allow extra time to all of your destinations because it could get very busy later on in the day. We'll have another check coming up in about 15 minutes. Powerful winds tore through Kern County, leaving destruction throughout the city over the weekend. One of the more frightening scenes took place at the Valley Plaza Mall. Take a look. Wind gusts were so strong they blew a sign into a store window and hurt a little boy in its path. But that wasn't all. Close to 70-mile-an-hour winds caused several trees to come crashing down, adding to major damage at storefronts like Edwards Theater and Palm Suburban Liquor.
The wind was going really fast, and it blew over the sign. The sign's been over here for about 80 years.
PG&E reported that thousands of customers were without power yesterday morning. The power outages were throughout Central and South Bakersfield.
And we are a little more than a week from the new year, which means new laws will go into effect soon. One of those laws is expected to create major changes for sex abuse victims. That law is known as Assembly Bill 218. It extends the statute of limitations, allowing victims of sexual abuse to file a lawsuit regardless of age, and provides a 3-year period to file a lawsuit and seeks damages for the injuries that victims sustained.
One of the most important aspects of this new law in the bill is that it gives people who up to this point in time had no recourse and no ability at the bar of justice to seek compensation for the injuries that they suffered, and just as importantly, to get the information out there to the public, this now gives us a vehicle to do that.
The new law also provides for added penalties against institutions that covered up child sexual assaults.
A scary situation for several drivers after they crashed into each other in southwest Bakersfield. Take a look at the scene. The pileup happened on New Stein and Ming Avenue. Authorities say around 5 cars were involved, with several people suffering minor injuries. It's still not clear what caused the crash.
Meantime, heavy fog and icy roads led to a massive pileup in Virginia yesterday. Take a look at this. Dozens of vehicles were involved in the crash and more than 50 people were injured. Because of the size of the accident and so many people involved, a report will not be available for another couple of days as authorities continue to investigate. No charges have been filed at this time in connection to the accident. 2 teens are in jail after police busted them in a carjacking over the weekend. Bakersfield police say a 17-year-old demanded a woman's car at gunpoint, and it happened around 34th and Q Streets. BPD says she escaped and called police, and officers returned to the area and several people took off running. But BPD says after the chase, 5 teens were detained with 2 adults. The 17-year-old and a 13-year-old allegedly had multiple weapons, which you can see here, and they now face several charges, including gang participation. Everyone else was released.
A Bakersfield family is asking for help after a man's prized classic car was stolen. Bob Boone has lived in Bakersfield most of his life. He's worked in property management for Castle and Cook Homes for nearly 50 years. And during his 89th birthday party at work on Friday, he says his El Camino was stolen right outside of Castle and Cook. At first, he thought his coworkers were playing a birthday joke, but he soon realized that theft was a brutal reality. He's taken care of the car for the last 20 years. Now his friends and family have joined forces to find his precious beige vehicle. Take a good look at the car. If you see it, call police at 327-7111.
5:07 now, and Bakersfield police officers arrested a wanted person during a DUI checkpoint. Bakersfield police set up the checkpoint on Meade Avenue near South 8th Street last night. That's just down the road from the Valley Plaza. BPD says officers screened about 830 cars, discovering 1 person with felony warrants and 2 others were arrested on suspicion of DUI. Police also gave nearly 30 tickets for people driving without valid licenses. And Delano police also arrested 1 driver doing DUI patrols on Saturday night. Out of 50 stops, 1 person was arrested and 2 were cited for driving without valid licenses. They plan to hold a DUI checkpoint at the end of January.
It is 5:07, and right now bus rides are free, but just a reminder, you will not be able to catch any on Christmas. Golden Empire Transit will not operate on Christmas Day, and their office will be closed. But again, all Get Bus rides are free now through December 31st. On New Year's Day, buses will run on the holiday schedule, so some routes will be closed.
Well, Christmas is right around the corner, but Hanukkah is already here.
It is, and what Bakersfield did to celebrate the holiday is still ahead.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News with Maddie Jansen, Alex Fisher, and Kevin Charette with your Pinpoint Doppler forecast. This is 17 News at Sunrise.
Welcome back. You may know the story by now. Strata is granting 70 wishes to celebrate its 70th anniversary. It's been so fun in the last couple of several months now, all year long, really, to follow these wishes.
You know, and they've spread joy all year. And so it's kind of fitting that they wrap it up around Christmas time. And so it's down to the final wish. And for that wish, they decided to join KGET's annual Christmas tree giveaway. Take a look at the second surprise. Santa's elves strike again.
Can we bring some goodies in for you? Yeah. All right, let's bring it in, guys. I know. The more the merrier, right?
For its final wish, Strata Credit Union joined together with KGET TV 17 and the Bakersfield Homeless Center to make the holidays a little more merry and bright for 3 families in our community. And second up on the Strata Santa wish list.
1 for Ariel, the baby, right?
I've got one for Andres.
Andres!
This has been as special of a Christmas for our staff at Strata Credit Union as it has been for these families. And what a wonderful experience. We're having such an amazing time, and we hope that we've made Christmas as wonderful for these families as it's made for us.
The surprise and joy on these kiddos' faces says it all.
Christmas. Thank you so much. You're so welcome.
So Strata Credit Union has one more tree and presents to deliver, and you can catch that tomorrow on 17 News at Sunrise.
The reason why I love these stories is because it's just pure joy.
Yes.
It is pure joy, and sometimes we think, just putting up the Christmas tree or giving presents is just kind of part of the thing that we're always supposed to do. And sometimes I think it loses its special moment. And when you see something like this, it's a reminder that the Christmas season, all of our traditions, at the end of the day, they're very special.
Well, growing up for me, Christmas was special for my family because we always did something to give back. So it wasn't about, so for me, seeing the joy on those kids' face because they have bikes and teddy bears for Christmas, I mean, that's amazing. That's what it's all about.
I love it. All right, looking forward to tomorrow's giveaway. All right, 5:21 now, and last night, Bakersfield marked the first night of Hanukkah with the first of many lit candles.
The Chabad of Bakersfield hosted the annual menorah lighting at the marketplace. The first of the 8 candles was lit in a ceremony that included traditional Jewish treats and games like dreidel. It's a Jewish tradition, but the entire community was invited, and the director says that in all the evil in the world, it's good for people to come together and share some happiness and support.
Just one little flame really, takes away the darkness, and that's when we all have the ability to do a little light in our lives, just like the flame in the menorah.
Our own Eitan Wallace spent his day off celebrating Hanukkah, and here's his message for Kern County.
This holiday is all about welcoming light into our world. It's called the Festival of Lights, and the Jewish community of Kern County is dedicated to making this community just a community of light and a better community for all. So happy Hanukkah to all.
I love Eitan. Well, for Christmas, our local blood bank is asking for the greatest gift of all. This week, anyone who donates at Houchin Blood Bank can pick out a Christmas ornament and receive a mystery gift, including the chance to get a $500 Target gift card. All that for a life-saving blood donation. Plus, Santa Claus will be in town. Houchin says even if you do not donate, you can get a free picture with St. Nick and have some cookies. You can set up appointments or view Houchin's hours at hcbb.com.
All right, well, still ahead this morning on Sunrise. This is a question that a lot of people ask during the holidays. Do you regift or keep the gift?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Coming up, we've got some tips to help you if you are looking to regift.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
All right, welcome back in your 17 Business Watch. All right, bad food, confusing boarding, and tiny seats can ruin a flight quickly when you're traveling for hours. And 2 of the world's largest airlines are getting bad reviews for their long-haul flights. A report from consumer watchdog website Which Travel gives British Airways and American Airlines bad reviews. More than 6,500 travelers ranked American Airlines the single worst long-haul airline. British Airways fared a little better, but still had a poor showing. The UK carrier also ranked close to bottom of the barrel for short-haul flights. European budget carrier Ryanair came in dead last for short-haul flights. Travelers gave Singapore Airlines the best score for long-haul flights. They also ranked Emirates and Virgin Atlantic highly. Both British Airways and American Airlines expressed disappointment and questioned the authenticity of the data.
With all the gift giving that's going on right now, there will most certainly be some awkward moments when you don't like what you've been given and you have to figure out what to do with it. Our story from NBC's Chris Clackham now.
It may have already happened this holiday season. A gift you received just isn't you, and now what to do with it? The most popular option? Regifting.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with regifting as long as you follow the proper protocol.
And that proper protocol, according to Melanie Berlier with the lifestyle website The Spruce, follow 3 simple rules.
You first and foremost want to remember the original gifter to avoid regifting something to them.
To help ensure that doesn't happen, follow rule number 2.
You want to regift outside of your tribe or friend group, again, to avoid an awkward situation.
Then rule number 3, don't regift perishable items like foodstuff or...
I think you should avoid regifting anything that you believe to be outright tacky.
With the tacky, offensive, or just plain cheap gifts, donate it on the off chance someone else might think otherwise. Chris Clackham, NBC News.